guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maureen. If you're new here, welcome. If you're already subscribed and you're back, thank you very much. Now today I'm in the kitchen. It's around 7:30. I want to cook and I want to cook with you because I have a story that happened today. So welcome to my vlog. So guys, like I said earlier, today I'm cooking githeri and avocado. So anyone who knows this combination is really happy in the heart. So, okay, today I decided to go to the mall. It's like a mini mall. This is near the estate to get some milk and bread. They are over, and you know when you get a wholesale, it's cheaper to get milk in bulk than buying milk from a shop. So I decided to go to the mall. You know, now in Kenya it's compulsory to like have a mask on, and it's compulsory to like have your temperature checked when you're getting inside a mall. So there were like 20 people in front of me. Nimefika kwa mall, there was a queue. You know, I decided it's a walking distance from my house, so I decided let me walk just to exercise because it's been a long weekend. Today is a Sunday and tomorrow is a holiday. So I decided let me walk. I walked. It's like 10 minutes. Yeah, it's 10 minutes to the place. So I decided to walk to the mall, to the mini mall to take the milk. There were like 20 people in front of me to get measured. Considering it's a Sunday, there are so many people because Sunday is a free day for almost everyone. So there were like 20 people in front of me, so I waited, I queued for that time. It was like a 10 minutes queue. I queued and it was my turn to get my temperature measured with that automatic gun thermometer. Considering I was walking, my body was warm, my my temperature increased. So that car soldier came and measured my temperature with that instant gun thermometer. After measuring, the temperature was 38. Guys, do you know what 38 means this time? So the temperature was 38. And the soldier told me, Madam, simama kando. Now I'm thinking, Madam, simama kando. Simama kando, why? Oh, guys, I was shocked. Because at this time, my mind is wandering. I'm thinking of isolation, I'm thinking of corona, I'm thinking of quarantine. But I told that guy, boss, mimi nilikuwa natembea kwa jua, and you know currently in Kenya the temperatures are so high. I told that guy I was walking in the sun. So can you kindly repeat the temperature? Akasema, no madam, you don't do that, you just wait there. I called my boss, we decided on the next step. And I told him, boss, I was walking in the sun. This is the only thing I was repeating. But I decided, since the queue is long, there were so many people behind me. Since the queue is long, let me just obey and sit aside, rather stand aside. So I went and stood on the side. At this time, my adrenaline is, stress is really building up. So at this time, stress is really building up. I'm just standing on the side. I started asking myself, sasa ni kufikiria nikaanza kufikiria, what will I do to just get my temperature down? Because I know very well, even if it's exposure, I've not even felt any symptom or any for my fever to be high like that. I know you will get this disease from anywhere, but I was 100% sure that I had no fever. So I just obeyed and stood there. So after like 5 minutes, I told the guy, the soldier, boss, si unipime tena kwa sababu I've stood here for 5 minutes is enough, because I was under a shade just on the side of the mall. I told the guy, boss, I think 5 minutes is enough. You can now take my temperature again. And he just looked at me, stared, and continued with what he was doing. I really started asking. You know, when I looked at the guy, he looked, no offense, but he looked either a Luo or a Luya. So I started composing sentences, thinking about the Luo phrases, the Luya phrases. So I called that guy and told him, Minya, amba kidogo. That is Luya, meaning come kidogo. So Minya, amba kidogo. Now, I know myself now in Luya. I'm talking to him in Luya. I've really composed a good sentence to tell him in Luya that measure me again, because I know 100% sure I don't have a fever. So I called the guy, Nya ambako kidogo. The guy didn't respond, so the Luya part, X. Now I started composing some Luo phrases. And I looked at the guy and told the guy, Omera, biane Martin. Because that was the assumption. And the guy had and came, so I was like, I have to recollect all the Luo phrases that I know to slap this guy with. So I started telling that guy, Omera, wachane. And the guy responded very well. That means, hi, how are you? The guy responded very well and said, Adi Mabel. That means, I'm good. Now, Luo words were not there. They were not coming. I had to dig deeper into my Luo dictionary. And I started telling him, Nyathiwa, I'm 100% healthy. Measure temperature mara again, you will see. Measure na. I don't know what I was saying. Measure temperature na again, you will see. Now, with this perception of this is our sister, this is our girl from the lakeside, the guy started listening to me. The guy came, because he had literally abandoned me on the side. He had really ignored me, now concentrating on the other people, assuming that me, since my temperature was high, Miss Rona was with me. So when he had me talking that, the national language that he really understood, he gave me even an ear started now listening to me. Nyako, unajua, we are following the procedures. We are just following the procedures that we are given, that when we measure one person, when the temperature is above 37, we put you aside. But I'm telling him, yes, my temperature was 38.5, but I know myself. I've been walking in the sun. All this time I've been walking in the sun, so just measure me again. I didn't tell him that. I was just thinking aloud in my heart. Because if I told him that, I would have washed all the lures that I had collected to slap him with. So the guy was listening to me, apparently, because he had me talking in the national language. Yes, that national language that you know. So the guy came back. Now, at least amepunguza hasira. I don't know what the hasira was for. I know he had stood there and was tired. Maybe even the whole day, but was tired. But I don't know. Mbona alikuwa amenekea hasira. So the guy came back and measured my temperature. Now it was 38.1. Guy. And I really asked myself, Kwani, all this time I've been standing here under a shade waiting for my temperature. Now this is now where the isolation and the quarantine part hit me harder. Because this is the second time and it's still 38. Guys, I decided to start removing my clothes so I assumed that maybe it's the clothes, or maybe that is what is making my temperature not come down, because I've been walking in the sun. I had a sweater on. This is the same top but I had a black sweater. So I decided to remove that sweater. I was telling myself, even if it's removing everything and remaining in the bra so that my temperature can go down, I will do it. Because of the fear that had now crept in. So I decided to remove my sweater and decided to open this top up to like here. And started doing like this. Now everyone was passing by, entering the mall, seeing me doing like this, but I was not afraid. Because I really want this thermometer to read below 36, because I know myself. I did that for almost 5 minutes. I just couldn't prepare. Even the bag that I had carried to carry milk with, it became a fun. Started preparing myself. I prepared myself for 5 minutes. And I told that guy, Omera, Biane Baba, this is the right time to measure my temperature. Come with the thermometer. The guy came, measured again. It was 37.4. Yes, 37.4. My efforts were really working. So he told me, Madam, you're not yet finished. It has to be below 37. So I told him, Omera, bedmos. Mere time. I continued. At this time, the buttons, I had already increased another button. Now, from here to here, my bra was. But I didn't care, because I needed this Mr. Thermometer to read 37 and below. So I continued preparing myself. So at this time, I'm telling this guy, you, Mr. Thermometer, you have to read 37 and below. If you don't read 37 and below, I'll be here the whole day preparing myself. So I prepared myself for another 5 minutes. Everyone passing by, looking at me and thinking, hey, Madam. Because me, I was arrogant, thinking, because what was running in my mind was isolation and quarantine and my family. So I didn't bother, I didn't care. So where was I? My shoes, nikazieka kando. Now, after like 5 minutes, I called the guy again. Now, since we are talking, we are already at far, I'm at home with him. I called, Omera, B Baba, B cow temperature ma. Mara. Yes, come. The guy came with the thermometer. It was 36.1. This is the part where my heart started dancing. You see, Baba, up engineer, they all evaporated because I had already achieved my my goal. My goal was done for the day. The rest of the luo in the dustbin because my goal was done for the day. So it's at 6.1. I wore my sweater, wore my shoes, and disappeared into the supermarket, took my things, and literally went home. It was not funny. It was not funny. It was not funny. I know it was not funny. If you're caught in this situation, you'll know the anxiety that I went through, or the struggle to better myself that I went through. So guys, that's my story. That was like a small story. That was what I prepared today. And if you're still with me, if not yet subscribed, click that subscription button. Click. Thank you. So guys, thank you for keeping me company. My githeri is already cooked. Thank you very much. See you in my next vlog.